puntu nyuma yen fa emotions into aba etitimamfo no mutie mame Otabil ayina ya no waka no Otabil video no aya monta mo mame wase mama aye Dr. Mensah Otabil you know you see yen fa emotions into aba some NDC into my NDC and I'm MPP into no mentuma MPP no Shabaya obetimi de puntu nyuma braw Debi ameka me jirai Mani che MPP party no and mani che NDC party no etimi ma party bi anim so me jirai me che NDC party ne pani me sa che MPP party ne pani etimi ma party bi anim so etimi trase a ese metimi for the two parties no na me hwe nia owo Ghana ho odo nia owo temama Ghana ena me de tumaba obi antimi force me ba bia me tumaba nko. Yes, a nation becomes what its citizens vote for. It is sometimes politicians in baba omo de sika ne ba munyini enye omo de ya akoya noi oware akra yi maye okoya na yi ni kom nyina ankane ya na ono nya sika so kodi MP sika ne nyomo de ya ni kom nyina homan yi akoya ni kom nyina homan yi ono na wanya sika so kodi MP. Yes, a nation becomes what its citizens vote for. Dr. Mensah Otabil and a pastor Mensah Otabil as Mokano Fatum Nabono Mutie
of the vote. So you can actually vote for a party which can punish you. Yes. And they can punish you and create hardship for you, but because you see it like supporting Olympics or Accra House of Folk, you still support, although the policies are not favoring you. It's not about party colors. A nation becomes what its citizens vote for.
A nation becomes what its citizens vote for. The pano. Ti Ghana be Ghana na chi ekwe nyina no ewa oto aba no. Anya pipi ni ndizi asem. Ti.
It's not about a nation becomes what its citizens vote for.
And wanna know entienfa emotions into aba. Yenfa emotions into aba. Azani, Yanko research the man, Yanko.
Oh, minus, let me tell you this. The NPP, my said they are not a info analytics, global info analytics, any Afrobarometer, any or more data, no, especially global info. You see, it could be strategy. They know that the survey and the data are cogent.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it is a strategy to discredit it. Said behind the scenes, no, they will be working. But they have let the public gotten to know, say, oh, wait, omobua. But behind the scenes, no. And that is, everybody must feel it. That they know that they know that the data is correct. But my uncle, two futrongo money say, and you're correct. Yet behind the scenes, they are working. Don't forget, me can say I cannot speak to this data without linking it to your friend is a Japade document. Who call Japade document page 34? What the answer now? You do win better so about Japade document page 34. 2020 election. Somebody was very instrumental in winning in NPP taking. I won't say winning, taking the seat. What it is that Yakasa say. Your friends say elections are won at the polling centers. Yeah. It is no longer the deal anymore.
Yeah.
Inti my fan share Timu say polling stations near winning election. I want to pray and believe say NDC will not, they will stop propagating that and say polling stations near winning election. This time elections are won behind the scenes. Polling stations, no, ya church, ya quality bibia, the nyawo ebia a Western North, a police station A or B, ya yeni nyina ma ya friends polling agent at ya say ya sign. Transmission of the data to the central point. Now, one problem no, because we have hackers who have been contracted in various countries who are monitoring the election, and they have the power to hijack or hack into the transmission of the data. You may want to say, oh, now say Ekobane say the election petition crack say nankaya winning Ekobane say ya. The court is saying now we have a very short period of listening to the court election petition, right? It is one to me and when we are collation of the manual by the time be na time cross one broso. Not way now saying and Chebia, the only person who was alive and nearly overthrew Putin. Papa be a friend Yevgeny Prigozhin. Yevgeny Prigozhin was very instrumental in MPP taking the 2020 election. I will page 34 in the Japadia document.
I see.
And I'll read it. Or more international relations. No. You see, MPP, I keep on saying, and I say I'm joking. I love the way they go about their things. When they plan, they will execute. And when they tell you that they will win this election, be careful. The data and the survey we are seeing is correct. But if you become over-reliant on it, I'm sure you will service form. What am I making on page 34, paragraph 2, urban and international relationships, 6.0. Or say, our Russian allies have proven themselves with Operation Magazine. That is that code word is what they used in getting taking the election of 2020. So let me start. Our Russian allies have proven themselves with Operation Magazine. We couldn't have made it thus far with the aggressive nature of the opposition without this strategy document. By handing out magazine to the NPP government, we will need to develop a much longer relationship with them, even if in the unlikely situation of the party ever going into opposition. However, COP appear to will need to be handled. Having served as the eye of the Russian Federation in our republic, it is very imperative to redevelop relations and try to avert his anger. His refusal to go become ambassador to the Ukraine signals that the Russians still trust him and will be unwilling to deal with the party in the long run without him. It didn't be more having personal, but continuing, we need to properly assess the genuineness of Mr. Yevgeny Prigozhin. Papa na ankawo to Putin.
Yeah.
Putin who say, akwaya bemi. Nti ene ba mefa kwan bi so na yenko trans ne yenka ne yie. Yen smoke peace pipe. One ne smoke peace pipe ni yen dubo so miensa. Prigozhin nam wiem na Putin te ne to fom kon. Prigozhin nam wiem na Putin to fom kon no. Enti Prigozhin no, don't forget say wo but
yeah.
They are still there. So yes, and here no, I was saying we need to properly assess the genuineness of Mr. Yevgeny Prigozhin. He had disclosed in the last meeting in London that he was all for Nana and has had no dealings whatsoever with the former president and his party, referring to John Mahama. He repeated this statement in Sochi at a dinner we had with the Egyptian president. It has, however, been difficult to double-check this statement from Mr. Apietu, which means that before 2020 election, they were meeting Prigozhin and then Nkrofo. They are highly intelligent in these militarized in Noma and hacking, right? And they had been meeting, and they were not the only hackers they were using. Sometimes the hackers, their counterparts will be in Ghana. Others will be in Ukraine, and I say be a Russia, elsewhere. So they will all be hacking the figures now. What sign of polling station now? Will transmit it to the so-called strong room. Intina na Jane Mensah or mentioning different figures at a point when you're more than 100%.
Yeah.
So it is the hackers who, at the end of the day, they will manipulate the system. Until you declare yes, as soon as you before so petition in no man nipa no or 2-3 years.
Okay, maybe. So the point is, you say a coalition coalition centers,
right?
Constituency coalition centers. You say Blukuma Central ha. John Mahama nya say.
Yes.
Asuma Sinya say.
Yes.
EC official was certified. You sign it. Now, ABR, and a strong room. Edema, one of the two major political parties. Union so honum.
Yes.
My agent. Ya throw a catcher or chat at the actual figure say neighbor. Now the number drew honum narcissa. Won't you lodge a protest?
You will lodge a protest. And one problem where people feel say manually no at the police station you're tuning your figures and strong room also called no so you transmit a bar strong room home they make can say nipa na say you be key into a particular system and send the electoral commissioner ababe declare that is where the problem is until by the time I will be fight you say I didn't pick a figure meaning and dear no and corresponding no now the fig because they will jam your system. Otherwise, hackers will not be important in election anymore. And I say hackers itself, the word hacker wouldn't have been.
But ours, we can do a manual collation because Oman and Swahili.
You see, an incumbent who is poised in taking power will do any and everything because the system will not even be working.
Unless ABR electoral commissioner or commissioner or no person was skill at the end.
But you will be, sir. You will be, sir. So that is what you have to put in.
But now, and your mind on no dinner abroad here.
None your father home. Your interest no serve. And don't forget the electoral commission. We know now. Say your appointee will be a pure MPP near or your communicator. No man, you're in charge of IT.
Yeah.
And Mensah and boss Masare ne Kosrebo. Omo no more. You know, HSA. They are being manipulated. You understand? If you go into this same book, I think page 32, the judiciary, what do we see? The judiciary didn't used to be like this. The security agencies were not used to be like this. And then Interior Minister was said they are going to, give a list of special recommendations. Figures or they are called about 300 and something for recruitment.
For them.
So police special recommendation. And the police service. Yes. You understand?
Okay.
And Jesus, no.
Oh no. Matisse, I say elections in your man is our position.
Yes, so all the people are being pushed there into what some would be called, what some would be called court, what some would be called police station. It may not work.
We don't need to answer questions. No. General Baha last week. Those who cast their vote or who votes decides nothing.
Yeah.
But those who declare,
yes.
Yes.
And you see, a big uncle can say, oh, they okay, and to me, because your man will be certified at church. So you bet you when you're and there should be no strong room.
Or now in your firm electoral commission. On yes, when I'm presiding officer,
no, you see,
so I'll go by this.
No, you may get a firm electoral commissioner, but because the system is being hacked from outside the country and within the country, machines now there, but BVDs no, you may know why I tell him the code. You know the serial number, the code there, woman, no, wouldn't phone a crammy, code the woman meaning. Nipo manufacture bet me a trambe be no a jam phone. You can't do anything about it. You understand? So this is how they go about it. Until we wouldn't say figure no air tricky in eba before so be una freeze. Because 2020 election at the time no figures neighbor no there was a machine, a car setting machine be up. It was going around the electoral commission building.
I'm the boss.
Until now a jam system no. Until look, see it. When you can say elections are won at the police station, the only way we can say that, we don't have any strong room. And this almost declare a police center horn say in police center A, MPP in 34, NDC in 55, and none of your barrel idea. And you know you say media, and also don't forget the media houses too, they have been bought, and also we. In Zobeka 2020, at a time of figures, they consistently throw figure until they were mentioning the same figure to confuse the whole public. In Dubai, say, oh, Mati Wewo, so TV, Mati Wewo radio station way, until the Omokan and one. Meanwhile, this thing could be said the figures are cooked. Right. Enti pregos na wu ba na chitafo na nkrofo edaso ho. And don't forget say in this same page 34 must 37 it means they must redevelop the magazine no that code word no beyond 2020. And they will not sit down and no march election trust, and they consistently tell us they will win the 2024 election. So before say obi asabe na ninye so obeto boabon na na Nigeria be so. Into what I see is they are still dealing with their allies in terms of hacking the system, jamming the system in their favor. They have their people around. They have trained IT personnel. They are in various countries who would distort the election 2024 figures. No, send this for and so employ the same tactics by ensuring say because Obakaya, a friend say, I think America also. One of their election, no, Kenya. Hackers were in America, some were in Australia. But you see, they had intelligence say they were going to hack the Kenyan election. So they also set up a counter operation. And yet they annul hacking and come back. Until if you don't know, so once you say, me say as a layman.
Obisa the problem is apia hene AMPP near one of the commissioners see. Obetimi ama machines ni be code. And they are money partners.
On this matter. The same way me send come in can't but I'll say this. 2022 November, I brought a guy from US. And as my make the Mahama brothers know. And I have to say this on there. I brought the guy not on it and not now or about IT. They were on the same pedestal. Right for that guy about say he wanted to build an independent satellite for the NDC for election 2024. And as my make the Mahama brothers know. Okay.
Aye.
What the guy wanted to do, they say election be a month now home main election because do ha on bet ma close border on bet ma control IT internet there and 2 years 2 months way back you know na na buta say yan building an independent satellites yan tab yan famfa country bi amemo ne din enti nkankrofo ne nimro mo so no na ya build that system for the NDC way ahead of time and it was going to cost the party cheaper Obagana mienu Obagana Mensah, when he couldn't get the buy-in, he let it go. Last 2 months, and check cry, me sending the share on the different country and near discussion. He told me, say, one internet disruption there about Umaymono. They wanted to test something. And my fan say, ye 2 years, you can kind of fiscal, you can't read. And untina, I said, me kasama ye didn't say, look. 2 years, 2 months ago, as my make the Mahama brothers know, I told the guy there, me funny didn't be and trigger. But on it, I'm not here on a handle NC, you know. Run for Seba IT. Omoya Vuna or pet. And I know who say, so I'm not a person, yes, say, Ditia, ma MPP. Me so there's no make me the end this system na koni. And yes, he can make pet. Young build the system into Yenya yankasa ya satellite. Enti nkayemu 2023-2024 mwa omuni counter mechanism na yeko. Otrakwen from US by Ghana and Mensah. When you buy in, he went off. Last 2 months, we need to share our country be so. And he expressed concern, say, he is still worried about the fact, say, Ghana for bet me to abana mayu. But may underrated the essence of technology.
I'm telling you, look.
Bina walking.
But Abia